Hello and welcome back to Zombieland Conquest Reanimated. We are here in our dilapidated, overgrown church, and we have a couple of objectives. First of all, I want to clear these today. These are I think, there's a couple. Did we do this one yet? I forget whether or not we've done this one. I think we just did that one in Ground Zero. We've got a couple here, a few here we want to clear, alright? So we're going to focus on that for the time being. And then we're going to re-enter the deep, dark underground. And we are going to clear the area from the top of Cambridge to the bottom of Cambridge. We're about to go to the bottom now. Depending on how we go now, I'll either enter it from the bottom and work my way up the bottom, or we'll enter in from the top and work our way down. Music's jumped up a bit. Footsteps are okay because we don't have the suit on. I don't mind the footsteps. It's the super suit that makes it a bit makes it a little bit unbearable to listen to those robotic footsteps. Now, okay, wait. What time is it? Oh, of course, semi-permadeath. So we are not saving. We have not saved. Which means, as we head over here, which is right in front of us and not very far, we need to go super slow. And I mean super slow. Because we don't want to be taken out by anything. I have dropped a couple of weapons. I noticed that as my armory was building up a little bit, I was starting to carry a couple too many weapons. And, it's a different system here than Ground Zero. We don't have the boosted carry weight from the suit, so we are going to have to limit how many weapons we carry with us. Just to give you a little update on that, we have our baseball bat, we have our 10mm Beretta, we have our little 38. This is the automatic, this is the single fire 38. We have our shotgun, our super shotgun, which I think is still the explosive one. Explosive, yes, and that's all we have. So we've basically got everything except a sniper rifle. We've got something for every situation we can end up in, except for long range, which we'll address a little bit later when we've got a little bit more carry weight, I think. For now, we just need to go real slow. If I die now, I lose a lot of progress. I can't remember exactly where my save was. I think it was, at least something like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or something. So we've gone a few hours in game of extra movement. Oh, we can't clear the police station. That's that's the fire support area. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's our character here, Marcus Aurelius, Conqueror Extraordinaire. You okay there, buddy? So Marcus he's here alone in the Commonwealth. He's doing his best to survive. He's actually doing pretty well. I mean, our guy here, Marcus, is a pretty resourceful kind of guy, He's been able to take out a few zombies. He's been able to gather quite a few resources. And he gets over here to the police station and he remembers. He remembers the interaction earlier where he actually helped these guys out. One of them was almost dying. One of them was dead. I didn't even notice this guy here. So 2 of them have died. The other one being over there in the power armor. And these 2 were almost certainly about to die. And Marcus saved their life. And, I think he feels a little bit hard done by when it comes to the way that they treated him. What have we got over here? Acting a bit strange. Oh, I see. Okay. So, you know, he's checked his map. He's somehow got a map of the area. And he sees, well, this place would be great. A police station, there's got to be all sorts of goodies in here. You know, it's already been well fortified. Somebody else clearly had the same idea as him.
Sorry about the other guys.
Apologies are meaningless to me.
Okay, I deserve that. But understand that their attitude comes from being jammed through the ringer for the last few months. Look, it may not seem like it, but Danse is a good man.
And he's dead.
He's just all soldier. Protocol is his bread and butter. And Reese? Well, let's just say he's as hard-headed as a Mr. Gutsy. But you know what? I trust both of them with my life. Because they're good people. And that's hard to come by nowadays.
Is that it?
More! Over there!
Okay. That was like a made you look kind of moment, wasn't it? Whatever, I don't have time for this.
You better make time then, and learn your place. You're hired help, and that's all there is to it.
Oh, I'm not liking his tone. So I think Marcus at this point, you know, he's starting to get a little bit grated by at least him. Okay, maybe she was nice, but clearly she's on the side of them, you know.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Oh, well, look, if that's what you think, whatever.
Damn right it is. Now why don't you run off and see if Top needs you to do anything else?
So Marcus is no pushover. So you know what he's going to do? You know, he's starting to get a little bit, like I say, grated by the attitude here and the fact that nobody's even helped him. I mean, she did. That's kind of the difficulty. If anything, in this situation, Scribe Halen is keeping Marcus's tempered. Alright? Stopping him from boiling over, because if it was just this guy here, I think Marcus would have a bit of a problem. So he's going to try again. He's going to try again to go in and just see. You know, he's curious what exactly is in this place. Now, you and I know. Shit, I bet I got shot straight away. If these guys come in blasting, we've got a problem. Yeah, this place also has a problem with the graphics here. Now, they're not here. Okay, I took a desk fan because we need it, don't we? Marcus is in a situation where he quite desperately needs... what have we got here? While wearing any backpack, damage resistance is increased by 5. Backpack power armor capacity increased by 20 pounds. That's fine. Alright. Okay, so he's got a little bit of gear. He picked up a couple of supplies that were required. 10mm rounds. Whatever that was. They don't seem to be coming back in. So maybe we can grab a little bit of extra stuff. You know, Marcus, he helped him out after all. He's looking out for himself mostly. And you know, he's taking a little bit of stuff here. Let's take that as well. All right. There's no gear in the cooking pot. Okay, they seem to have left him alone this time. You know, maybe they don't mind anymore. Maybe they're okay with him coming in and making use of some of this gear that they're obviously not really in need of. You know, if they really needed it, they'd be carrying it on them, wouldn't they? Now, okay, obviously we've got a bit of a problem here with the graphics, but we'll just try and overlook that for the time being. Can't get in there. That's supposed to be a wall, is it? Or is there an entrance here? Okay, there's an entrance in the middle. So yeah, we don't necessarily need to clear every single room in this place. But okay, alright, so maybe these people are a little bit more friendly with Marcus now. Maybe he doesn't mind so much that, you know, they were a bit pissed off. Maybe he just caught them at a bad time earlier. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, so that's the subscription sound I've set up. James Underwood, welcome to the channel. That's it's fuck. It's still active. So even though I'm not streaming, obviously this is being recorded. It's still active and linked to the YouTube channel, so when somebody subscribes, you hear that. And I decided to set myself up with a nice zombie. A nice horrific zombie sound. For reasons I am already regretting. That thing sounded like it was right inside my head. Oh man. Thought we were done for. Okay, so we've obviously got a little bit of gear here, which is great. Some more ammo. You know, we're only going to take the essentials here. We don't need things like steel and wood. That stuff's so easy to come by. How's our capacity? Still good. We'll take a little bit of drugs. I don't think Marcus is not going to take everything. No, he might take some sunnies. I don't think he has any. He doesn't have any sunnies, does he? You know, you got to have. Here we go. Operator Winter's End. We'll take that. We'll listen to that soon. And he's not going to take everything. All right, maybe these guys aren't so bad. You know, that's the sort of state of mind that he's in. And you, on the outside of that, we're just going to take what's most essential, really. Cambridge Police Station motor pool. Now we will have a little look down here because I don't know personally. I don't know what sort of gears down here. That sounds like a Deathclaw. To me. I could be wrong. There's a button there. Caps. Some glue. Some oil. I don't know how rare ceramic is, so we'll just take a little bit of that. Another duct tape there. Now I do want to... is this going to be like a... like a zoned off area, or is this going to lead us to Cambridge, or what? Right, here we go. Now, in a situation, and as I mentioned, you know, I have this kind of, just ignore that. It's, sometimes you can't see it. In a situation like this, if I wanted to see what was out there, I'm barricading the door. Do you know what I mean? I'm not just blindly, wildly just going to open the door, especially after I've just heard that noise. So, we've got the door barricaded here. So it's safe for us to at least have a little look. So we're now at the back. Oh, interesting. So Marcus could have actually snuck around the back if he had wanted to. So we're back out in Cambridge. This has got to be the front, right? Or is it around the other side? So we can basically leave from here then. We've got to be so careful now. It's nearly 7 o'clock, so we need to be heading home soon. To drop off our gear and get a good night's sleep. So here's what we'll do. Let's put this back where it belongs. Kind of. Somewhere, roughly. And this was here, right? Somewhere. Where was this one? I don't know. If things moved, it looks to me like things have moved. Yeah, that thing's moved around. It's not essential to be back in the right place. It won't do anything detrimental. Oh, is this the side of the... Also, the front's there. Okay. Interesting. I never knew there was a second exit. Well, you probably can't open it from the outside anyway. Alright, so Marcus is, you know, maybe he's a little bit more forgiving. They know that he went in there. They know that he's taken some supplies. Okay, they're not so bad. Alright, that's where he's at now on those two characters. They weren't the most friendly, and he's a bit of a jackass, if you want to use that word. Bit of a meathead, you know, like whatever they call them, you know, just sort of primitive mindset, classic traditional sort of low IQ soldier boy, you know. Not that I've got anything against soldiers, but you know what I'm trying to say. Grunt. He's a grunt, you know, like can't really think outside the box. Alright, so let's head into our church here. Alright, it's already starting to get a little bit busy. We got ourselves a level up. I think I've mentioned this, have I? That I've fixed all the loot problems except for the liquor. It's the only one I can't find. I've done so much work, and I've done everything I know how to do now. I cannot discover where that liquor originates from. Operator's best friend. I can't discover where the liquor originates from in the files. It's not, you know, I looked into the Resident Evil mod and I've edited that one and it still doesn't seem to affect it, so. Alright, let me spend a moment with you. Just sorting through our loot a little bit. Actually, I think the main thing is junk. But we do actually have some unnecessary rounds here that I hadn't gotten rid of. So I'm not carrying the 5.56 anymore. Or the 308. We've got 38 10mm and shotgun shells, I think. That's 38 shells. 308, which we just picked that one up. And we've got these night vision goggles. So you know what we might do? Instead of sleeping at 8 PM, we might give ourselves the save and head out with the night vision, because we haven't actually done that yet. Keep our stim packs, our purified water. We picked up some concrete. I think I remembered this in the last episode. At the end of the, at the end of it, after reviewing it, we picked up some concrete. So this is amazing. Now, it's a little bit unimmersive to me that we're going to build this inside. But at the end of the day, you know, if you're going to build it outside in the ground, you got to dig a hole and establish a line down into the earth. Let's just roleplay that our character here, Marcus, destroyed. Or this place was already destroyed. It is pretty much already kind of semi-destroyed. And where's all this rubble come from? Because the roof hasn't collapsed, you know? So it's a floor. The floor has been destroyed. And people have dug down into the earth here. Clearly. So we now have a resource for clean water, which is actually brilliant in terms of what we need for our survival here. Now let me just find like some beer bottles, or we don't really seem to have. Oh yeah, wait a minute, never mind. Let's just take a few of these. So from here, we're going to get our save in, our 8 PM save. We're going to head out with our night vision goggles on. And we're going to head down to whatever those 2 other locations are. I can't quite remember what they're called now. We just looked at them a minute ago on the map. And we're going to do some clearing down there. And then work our way through the subway. Now I still at some point, and I haven't reviewed this through the footage, a little bit tricky to go back over. Well, I suppose I could do it, but anyway, I kind of want to go in and check in on our other bases and make sure we haven't left any junk behind, because there's just something telling me that I've got a sneaking suspicion that at some point. Okay, 8 o'clock, so we get our save. At some point we may have left some junk behind at one of our... We've only got 2. One of our base locations. We've only got the... well, this one. Garwood. And the one at the back of Sanctuary here. Caldera. And this one that we're in now. So, you know, we've got our junk here. So we've only got 2... potential other sites where we may have left loot. We haven't even approached any of the other settlements yet. We could always make use of Red Rocket and Sanctuary if we want to. Probably a little bit later. If we want to. We may end up just sticking with our own settlements though. Okay, give me a second. Okay. So let's head out. For a little walk. And I'd like to explore our character here, Marcus, a little bit. And just see... Oops, for God's sake. Dant, CP, welcome to the channel. I'd like to explore Marcus a little bit and just see where we think he may be at. So he's out here, he knows there's people around. He can't remember a life before the apocalypse. Did we explore the diner? He can't remember a life before the apocalypse, so all he knows is he's out here. He's based... Fucking hell. We got a dog behind us. Yeah, I need my keys fast. Okay, probably not the best gun to choose. We've now got broken arms. And I'll tell you what, you know, this series I want to be super, really, like, immersed and realistic with this. Not ultra realistic like Red Dead 2, you know, I always kind of use that as a marker when I talk about realism, but you know, I've just got a couple broken arms. I don't want to be going and injecting a magical serum into my arms. This is not Skyrim, you know, we're not wizards. We didn't clear this area. So, okay, we've got a couple broken arms. We've got to sit with that for a little bit. At least a little bit before we go and putting a stim pack into our body. You don't just heal broken arms with a magical serum unless you're a wizard. Do you know what I mean? And even then, it's supposed to be pretty difficult to just magically mend broken limbs, alright? Oh, crap. So where were we before we got savagely interrupted? Marcus is out here in the wasteland. He's in the Commonwealth by himself. As far as he knows, he's stranded. He's alone. I'm wondering whether or not he's starting... You know, he's met Scribe Halen and the other dude, Reese. So now he's starting to reflect on... Maybe a little bit. Reflecting on companionship and friendship and community. You know, there was obviously a group of those guys. 2 of them died. As he's thinking this, he remembers that he picked up a couple of holotapes, didn't he? This one. And there was another one somewhere. Operation Winter's End. Let's listen to Scribe Halen first. See how it impacts our
Field
character
Halen,
here.
Personal log entry 324A. I'm starting to wonder if joining the Brotherhood of Steel was a good choice. I originally signed up seeking protection and comradeship, but I'm worried that I've traded away a bit of my humanity in the process.
Is that it? No. Is that really it? I feel like there should have been more to that. Like, I feel like maybe did I click off it or somehow, or did I end it? Is that possible?
Field Scribe Halen, personal log entry 324A. I'm starting to wonder if joining the Brotherhood of Steel was a good choice. I originally signed up seeking protection and comradeship, but I'm worried that I've traded away a bit of my humanity in the process. The Brotherhood's message of hope for the future is idealistic and noble, but their methods leave a lot to be desired. The leadership seems especially misguided. Instead of diplomacy, they wield violent confrontation to exert control. Despite all that, I've been successfully avoiding the fighting by following the career path of a field scribe. I suppose only time will tell how long I can stand the sight of spilled blood over my own moral fiber.
Right, so my suspicions were correct. I thought there was a bit more to that than... Just listening to the music here. I think it's been a long time since Marcus has heard music like this. Maybe we just enjoy a moment of silence before we listen to the other holotape. The thing about having no memory, from our point of view, is, you know, Marcus is going to have... He's got a history, he just can't consciously remember it, but that doesn't mean that his personality of the past doesn't exist. It's there. His prior conditioning is all there. He has certain ethics, morals, they're just unexplored. From our point of view, it basically means he's he's a blank slate. But really, he's not. His history, the choices that he made in the past, the things that he did, the way that he's responded to certain events in the past, he's likely to respond the same way. It's just that way we do not know. We don't yet know. I think he's starting to get a little bit of a, you know, after listening to that, he's got even a little bit more of a liking for Scribe Halen, and he's just met her. Remember, she's just around the corner. It's not like she's some mysterious unknown. He knows who she is, literally.
Hello, team. Captain Widmark here. Welcome to the task force. Operation Winter's End starts now, with you. Together, we will knock Eddie Winter off his throne and dump his sorry ass in a 2,000-volt easy chair. It should come as a surprise to no one that our operations in Boston have been, in a word, compromised. Winter has eyes everywhere, even the BPD. So, our brothers across the river in Cambridge have been kind enough to let us use the Cambridge Police Department as our base of operations. Let's get to work. Good hunting.
Okay, we're a little bit thirsty. We're going to have some food to help us heal. I'm not just going to pop a stim pack. It's too much to, to just go and cure my broken limbs right now. I wouldn't even mind adding in a mod. Oh, there's like the old, there's like a proper medical mod, isn't there? Where you can't just cure, what's that noise? You can't just pop a stim pack to cure broken limbs. You've got to use certain medical gear, bandages to heal wounds, and okay, we'll carry on with our exploration. character exploration in a moment. No, maybe. Yeah, this is very, 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 very dangerous. You saw that, right? There's a good chance that thing's just coming here with us. Or it's about to. Okay, maybe it's not coming in here. But it's around. And there's likely to be a lot of other similar things around right now. Maybe coming out... Okay. Maybe coming out here at night time wasn't such a smart idea. Our character is super squishy at this point. We've got 2 broken arms right now. Jesus. Okay, we're getting out of here. And we're about to die. Where's the liquor? Oh my god, this was silly. Why did I come out at night? Okay. Is now a Stimpack moment? Well, kind of, but not really. Well, it is, but we're not just gonna cheese our way into it. We're gonna run to the church, which is right here. Come on. We got this. We got this. We run home as you would. Back to safety, relative safety. These things can still enter, by the way. Anything that's pursuing us can still enter. I do need to double check that mod, make sure it's operating. It's hard to check though until you get an encounter. I know we've seen it in prior episodes, but you know, having done a slight bit of editing to the mods in the background can impact other mods in ways you just can't predict. However, we seem to be safe. I'd love a way to lock these doors. Which reminds me of the other system we used. Although I think did I grab something or did I use a barrier of some sort? I don't know, just give me like a wooden wall, a shelf. What's this? Alright, yeah, let's just make use of something like this for now. Something like a bookcase. Okay, it's a church. It's a good chance a church has got a bookcase in the entrance, right? You know what I mean? So we've got the back doors here we need to be aware of. I think we should build some sort of barricade across the door here because you would, wouldn't you? You would not. There's no way in the world you would leave it on just open without putting anything there. What have we got here? I kind of just want like a wall, not like this. Just a piece of wood. Okay, let me find something. Alright, this'll do. You know, Marcus has found a couple tables in here and he's just stacked them up as best he can against the door. And the zombies aren't exactly super smart. But you know, it's just a little bit of a kind of, and they can, to be in all honesty, they can probably still get in if they try to open the doors. They'll probably materialize about here, which is past the barrier. But it makes Marcus feel a little bit better. Makes me feel a little bit better. Let's get this night vision off, and I think we're just going to go to bed at this point. You know, we pushed our luck a little bit. We got out there. I wanted to test out the night vision. It's the main reason I went out. So let's just get our sleep in, and we'll save just in case we wake up surrounded by horrific monsters, in which I think, you know, giving ourselves a few attempts to wake up and get out of that situation is fair. Yeah, we seem to be okay, but we have woken up with lethargy. Time is 7:15. Morning save. And do we deposit anything? Yes, got some junk here. And maybe we picked up a couple of weapons, did we? Not really. Nope. So the rest was probably just a little bit of food. So I think our broken arms have healed, which is fine, isn't it? I mean, that feels way more natural. I think a stim pack is like emergency kind of last resort at this point. I wonder if I can install that mod mid playthrough, the bandages, the better, more realistic healing. I'll have to look into that. I'm just going to make a note of that. So I think Marcus at this point is he's beginning to think about, you know, the potential for, or perhaps the need for community. You know, like, is he just gonna, if he's stranded here, is he just gonna be a sole survivor? Is he gonna be alone? How does he feel about that? And I don't think he's particularly attracted to the idea of just being alone forever. You know, we're going to say, we know, that Marcus did have a relationship in the past. He had a family. Maybe we'll explore that a little bit more, but for now we'll just say he had a partner, he had a wife, and he had children. And so now he's not, you know, he's not conditioned to be a sole survivor. He's conditioned to be a protector, to be a community member, to be a part of a relationship somehow. And so that, you know, he's beginning to feel that after meeting Scribe Halen and seeing, you know, her relationship and hearing a little bit about her in the holotape. He's starting to think along the lines of other people and how, you know, how it might be nice to make those connections. To have people out here to live with and survive with and help each other to survive in the apocalypse, in the zombie wasteland. Now, exactly what that means for the gameplay, I don't know just yet. But maybe soon enough we'll find out. These things are a little bit tough, aren't they, for this? No loot. Yeah, right. Sugar. Alright, let's head in. Fraternal Post 115. So he's starting to think along the lines of community and what that would mean. Having a companion. having people to travel with. And how would he do it? Does he just approach someone in the wasteland and try to initiate a relationship? Does he get on the radio? Has he found a radio yet? Have we found a radio? Okay. Super mutants. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. I totally forgot. We've got other super mutants who are in the game. That's the first group of super mutants we've seen, isn't it? Okay. Okay, well that's helpful. Anyway. Yeah, maybe if we stumble across a radio at some point. I mean, I know there are there's dead bodies with ham radios, and there's ham radios dotted around, isn't there, in like a Red Rocket or various places. Maybe next time we stumble across a radio somewhere. Marcus here will get on the radio. Maybe send out a little message to anyone who might be listening. Let them know of his thoughts and feelings. He's not yet at that point where he knows what he's doing. You know, our character doesn't know that he's going to be establishing all these settlements around the place. And so he really needs settlers, he needs companions, he needs as many people as possible on his side to populate those areas and build up. He needs to build an army to reclaim all of these settlements that are already occupied. But he doesn't know that yet. So he's just starting now to get the inkling of what would it mean. You know, there are obviously nice people here, Scribe Halen being one of them, and he's also met the settlers back at Sanctuary, obviously. Have we done this yet? No, didn't we do this last night in the dark? Yeah, we did, didn't we? So he's starting to get the he's starting to get the initial foundation of an inkling towards population and relationship. Wow. That's the most Nuka-Cola I've ever seen in one fridge. Interesting. So Marcus's true first encounter with a super mutant. Apart from the one where he just died, but he doesn't know that he died, you know. So that to be honest, now we know what's in there. And we know, I guess technically that's a zone, isn't it now? I mean, I didn't even really consider that before. Wow, he was hard to see. There's another one here. Or are they normal zombies? Are they fighting or what? No, they're not fighting. My God. Wow, guys. Okay, we may need to change our approach here. We may need to go somewhere else. It's entirely possible. Although we're level 25, which is crazy, really, we're still very, very vulnerable. All right. Let's avoid them. Let's stick with the more realistic approach. Okay, so we're not gonna go here. Let's go have a little look at Cambridge Polymer Labs. There's a spitter there. Okay, maybe let's play with the mindset of avoiding encounters as much as possible. Unless we get backed into a corner or there's just no way for us to get through without killing zombies. I think that once Marcus reaches Diamond City and he discovers the essentially thriving community they have there, I think that's when some more deeply rooted sense of community and establishing community will awaken within him. Well, I saw one of those invisible things, but maybe it was a raindrop effect. Okay. Honestly, I must be playing in exactly the same place on Ground Zero and Zombieland, because I could have sworn we've already done this place. Did I do it last night? Anyway, let's check it out. Yeah, let's see what we got going on in here. Now I know normally it's schools in here, is it? Yeah, we definitely haven't been in here.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment opportunities await in the field of science research. Shall we begin your application now?
Don't have time for this.
I am required to inform you that this is a secure facility, and access by non-employees is restricted to the lobby.
Oh. Does that mean she's going to attack us? Yeah, well, obviously the turrets are going to help us out here. Okay, let's clear this place properly. Start over here. Got a feeling we're going to get some good resources out of this place. We did yesterday, but it's hard to say exactly how the two games are going to differ. There was no turrets here yesterday. So it's hard to say exactly how, you know, what kind of loot, if loot's going to be different, or it shouldn't be that different, but maybe it is. It's dirty water, but you know, we've got spare bottles, so we might as well make use of them. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, we've got a radio here. Let's no, not really hearing anything of importance. Got a level up, right? Yeah, we'll get to that soon. Now, is this the one where you go through here and you can't get out? No, there's a... Yeah, never mind. Oh, shit. It is. Okay, so there's multiple. But it is. Okay, so I've got us locked in here now, don't I? Alright, well, we're committed. So, it's not a zone, but we're in anyway, so... I mean, I guess it kind of is a zone, but we're not going to treat it as a zone. We'll just do our best to stay alive. Now, I know the process here. I mean, I don't remember exactly what to do. But I know that, you know, you've got to pick up these things. And put them in here to create something else. Ah, I forget. We'll find out. We'll get there. I remember this place got to be a little bit annoying to me in the main series that we did. Whoa, I'm shooting his shadow. Jesus! Christ, he nearly took my head off with that bat. This is one we can't get in yet. Yeah, it is. I probably should have considered this one a zone. Classic ghoul looking zombies there. Now these ones, I want to see if I manage to get them fixed. Do you still have loot? No, you don't. Okay, cool. So I managed to fix that one as well. I should have fixed the hunters too. If you, oh yes. Okay, I remember that suit. So we've got an awesome radiation suit there, the good one. We literally just got this last night in Ground Zero. It's so weird that we're in the same place. I'm not trying to do that. We just are in the same place. Okay, our health's actually quite low there. Yeah, let's maybe... Should we get a stim pack into us then? We don't have any broken limbs, do we? No. Yeah, let's get a stim pack in then. Why didn't that... Why didn't that heal me? Okay. Didn't heal me in the menu. Interesting. I'll be sure never to do that again. Now, I'm going to guess that I could be reading the terminals for a little bit of an insight into what to do, you know, exactly where to place which isotope. And I think we've got them all now, do we? Or is there one more? Okay, there's still this one. Isotop containment terminal. Isotop containment, security door control. Oh crap. Open door. Is that it? Is that all I had to do? I know there's multiple ways to do it, but I don't think I've ever done it that way before. Yeah, well that was easy. Although, are we going to get radiation poisoning now? Guess not. Obviously I'm still... Oh, he's got loot. Okay, he had nuclear material on him. Alright, well... I don't particularly mind that. U-238. Oh, I wonder what that does. Okay, is that it? So, I can't actually get out, or... I'm confused. It's so hard, some of this stuff to my brain. It's like, well... I'm hearing voices? Oh, it's what's his name on the radio? I was gonna say, there's somebody in here talking at me. Yeah, we've still got more gear here we need. Wow. I can't get anywhere near those yet. Oh, wow. Can't get near that one either. Oh, man. Juicy circuitry over there. I think. So what can we do here then? There's got to be a way for us to get out. Oh, there's another one. Another sample. Oh, I missed that note. Oh, yeah, it's about him, isn't it? I remember. We read that one last night. In Ground Zero. That's a lot of samples we've got. Oh, we... Damn it. Crap. Well. I died, darling. Yeah, now I've got to respawn back at my base. I've lost like... You have a Hydra spawn egg. Holy moly. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of this episode when we return, which will be a little bit later on. I don't know if we'll attack that one again. You know, I'm not too keen on doing the same content over and over again immediately, unless it's super interesting and maybe vital to what we're trying to do. That's a bit of a side track, what we're doing there. We can get to that at any time in the future. It's got some good gear in there, obviously. But we know that these two places are... I mean, that one's not so bad. We could do that again. But this one is a bit off limits to us at the moment. I don't think we can handle all those super mutants. And it looked like there were a couple other things sort of roaming around in there too. Does that usually have synths in it with the super mutants? Maybe anyway. What we might do when we come back is... We made a little bit of progress in this episode. We just lost a little bit at the end there. We might head back up to College Square Station. And I'd like to make our way down to here and clear the station underneath. I was playing around a little bit last night with a thought of... I wonder whether Marcus would see the above ground, the overworld, as too hostile. At the end of the day, all that's down underground is zombies. There's no NPCs, there's no bloody super mutants, there's no particularly extreme environments. Those types of environments could be very easily controlled. You know, if you're going to build and establish a base underground, it's very easy to just block off each exit, each side. You don't have to build a surrounding wall, or it'd be probably quite easy to build multiple sections down there, farming sections, production sections, residential zones, and have it all kind of sectional, like a train, you know? So I was wondering whether or not he'd be thinking about if the overworld turns out to be too hostile. Would it make more sense to be building underground? Maybe he'll come to that at some point. And maybe we have to... I don't know if he's quite there yet, but perhaps that's something that he'll come to in the future. Anyway, that'll do for this episode. Thank you, and I mean that, for checking in on this episode. It means a lot that people are watching this, and... yeah, I just appreciate you guys checking out what I'm creating here and what I'm doing. So thanks. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.